Good morning everyone, welcome back to another... I actually wanted to get rid of this, what I'm saying every time. 136 kilometers in the battery this morning, and I have an appointment after work about 35 kilometers away. So this will be 70 kilometers back and forward. I need to go to work first, go then to the customer and then back home. It looks like it starts again. So let's see if we get some range anxiety with the Teslander and 136 kilometers in the tank. So one weird thing in the car. We've got 16 degrees outside and I've got the climate control on 22, and you can feel the warm air coming out over here. The heating has kicked in. I can turn off air condition, but I cannot turn off heating. I just want to have some fresh air, but you can feel the warm air coming in here. Elon, I know you're watching this. This needs an update for the heating. Turn off heating. I just want to get some fresh air in, but I can't without having the heating on. And I've never seen this message before: calibration in progress. This is for the autopilot, auto steering, auto brake and everything. Never seen this one before when I started driving. I've driven 150 meters and the symbol disappeared, and now auto steering is available again. Yeah, so just an update. If you turn your climate control to low, there will be no heating. There's now cold air coming out here. Everything is turned off. Heating is turned off as well. So turning off heating, you need to go on low. So we have now arrived at work. 120 kilometers left. It all depends. If I do the test ride, it will be another 20 kilometers off because we are doing launches as well. So it takes a lot of energy. And then we've got 100 kilometers left for 70 kilometers to and from the customer, plus going home. Stay tuned. I should have charged last night. Guys, now it's getting really interesting. I just had another test drive and we are down to 103 kilometers now. Well, it should be okay, but I will get into the red area. Definitely orange, but red maybe before I get home. If I run out of battery before that, it will be an interesting video. Definitely. What an idiot. And it looks like we are getting finally some rain after months and months and months of drought. It should be here every second. It was just a bit scary. So the low setting on the climate control definitely does not turn on the aircon if the aircon is turned off, of course, here. So even if so even in your app it shows the air condition is on, it's not on as long as you have turned it off here on the main screen. There's air coming out and it is as cool as it gets from the outside, which is totally fine at the moment. 26 outside and 29 inside, so you don't need the aircon. It's still cooling. It's just different, right? Okay guys, there's some rain coming. There's some serious rain coming now. I hope. And I don't use the walk away lock, I lock it manually. Someone just started an XR8 8-cylinder turbo motor. And probably my one is exactly as fast as this one. Yep, there it comes. Hi guys, so much for the rain. That was only a short shower, and now we've got blue sky again. Okay, so here comes the challenge. The car has less than 100 kilometers in the battery. 102 it was, 99 kilometers we have, and we need to go to Marburg and then back home from here. Just getting quickly changed. This guy again, who get changed in his car and filming himself. That must be a fetish. And then guys, I read in the manual that there's a button as well on this side of this dog for the sprayer, for the wiping spray thingy here for the I never realized before there's a button here as well. So if you press it once, it does a quick wipe. There you go. And if you... here we go. What's this blue shit? The button has two stages. One little click and to press it all the way in to spray. Yeah, I didn't know this before. I should read the manual. Okay, so our appointment. I'll go in my calendar because it syncs with my phone. I click on the appointment.
Now turn left.
And here we go. So we are arriving there with 15%. Round trip, what does it say? Round trip estimate back to starting point 5%. So if I would go back to work, we will have 5%. So we should be fine. We should be arrived with about 7, 8, 9% or so. I'll give it a go. I'll give it a try and see how we go. Alright, let's do this. So I'm trying not to use the cruise control and the autopilot because they are using a lot of power. They're using more power than if you steer, what's going on here? If you steer manually, of course. So I'll probably don't use them on my way there and then see how we go. I don't know, 98 kilometers to go. This is 38 from here, half an hour drive. So we have the full trip here outlined in this graph, and we should arrive with 15%.
Switch.
See this little gray curve? It looks like a shade of the other line, of the color line. This is my actual driving I'm doing. So the higher the line gets, I know you can see it, the better my driving style, the more energy we actually conserve. So there we go. That's good. So the higher this gray line is to the actual color line, the better I'm driving, the more energy efficient I'm driving in. Oh, they're coming close together now because I did an acceleration on the highway, just on the highway here. Little acceleration, I couldn't help myself. So the battery color will turn yellow at 80 kilometers, which is then 20% of the battery. Shows us here. And you can see I'm slightly above the predicted line with my gray line. So I'm driving slightly more efficient than the car actually predicted. Jeez, I'm editing this video at the moment and I cannot listen to this bullshit anymore, really. What did I think, really? I should have read the freaking manual before I drove and tell you such a bullshit. So don't listen to Uncle Andy at all. This is total bullshit. This is not how it works. I'm driving not efficient. I'm driving less efficient than the prediction of the computer. I'm doing a bad job here. Don't listen to me. I will just play some music now. You don't have to listen to this shit anymore. But we got another mountain to cross ahead of us, so we'll use more energy again. 65 kilometers on the gum. and we are not there yet. So we have to turn I think we have to turn here, huh? Do we? Excellent.
2 kilometers, turn right onto Kronicle.
Because the navigation was sitting on the hole, I missed the exit. Okay, there's another exit not far away from here, and 7 kilometers to go. Then we should be at around 50 or so until we reach the destination. Woo! And I didn't tell you that I have no charging equipment with me at all. Nothing. Zero. Nada. Shit. I cannot plug in somewhere and do an emergency charge. Nothing. This turn is, you can't hardly see the traffic coming over this rail guard here, and you have to cross the highway, and they're coming with 100 kilometers per hour. So that's just not good. Well, the good thing is we are in Marburg, and it's only a short detour from where I missed the exit. We're down to 59 kilometers. I am pretty sure this is the first time ever a Model 3 is driving on these roads here. I'm very, very certain. Wow, look at this, 17 degrees only outside. It has cooled down from this rain shower. That's good. I was at this customer site before here, and the PHEV could never find it in his navigation. It always turned wrong here, because this is a dead-end road where they live, but you can go through to the other side. It's like, yeah, it's not a gravel road. It's less than a gravel road. It's just like a track through all the fields here. And the PHEV wanted always to go that way, but this one does it correctly. It goes around this whole situation. See, there's usually a connection, like a track, and the PHEV always wanted to go this way here. Yeah, well, I'm now 100,000 million times sure that there has been no Model 3 here before on this road. So we're almost there. 14% prediction. We are at 15%. So we are coming close to...
In 300 meters, turn left onto Marburg Quarry Road.
And 100 billion, trillion, fantastillion % sure there was no Model 3 here. Gravel road after rain. I can only imagine how the car looks like then. Yeah, look at this driveway. I wonder why there's no autopilot available here. It's a very clear road to drive on. Oh, well, he was never really impressed. Look at the boat. Holy shitty. He was never really impressed about the PHEV electric driving. He's got some old-timers in his garage here. Let's see if the garage is open. You can see them. Nah, garage is closed. He's got some really old cars in there which he likes to drive. Some convertibles, really old ones. And he likes the rumbling and the combustion side of things, I guess. So he was never a fan of the PHEV. I won't tell him I've got a Tesla now. Well, maybe he's interested. Okay, let me do my thing here, and then we see us again in no time. So here comes the interesting part now. Sentry mode currently unavailable, insufficient charge. Ooh. Ah, because we are under 20%, it turns off sentry mode. Alright, I would say then let's go home. Bang. There we go. And we should arrive with 7%, but I cannot make it back here, which I don't want anyway. Okay, let's go home. 7%. It will be interesting. Oh god. I'm an idiot, really. I'm a total idiot. What a boat. See there in the distance, that's where the road ends, and there's only a track. And the PHEV always wanted to go this way. Oh. Okay, so what I'm doing now is I'm letting the car coast. So when I accelerate, there's a black bar coming under the kilometer sign, and when I regen is a green bar coming, and I need to be in the middle of it, adjusting the gas pedal like now, and now we are coasting down this hill. No energy consumption. Now that's good, we are building up a shadow. Driving more efficient than the expectation of the calculator. 52 kilometers. And we have 26 to go, so it should be totally fine, but it's still low. We've got 2 mountains to cross. So now we have to go to the highway. And here's an acceleration lane. Easy. Man, this car accelerates. That was maybe 25% of the gas pedal, and it just flies. Such a nice driving. Unbelievable. Okay, apparently we are down to 12%. And we are getting the first power limit I've seen in this car here. This dotted line under the battery symbol is the power limit now, because of the state of the battery, and this will get only more until we get home. There we go, just got 1 dot more. I just thought I'm a bit crazy doing this experiment here with an uncalibrated BMS. Potentially the battery was never that low and hasn't been fully charged yet to 100%, so the BMS maybe doesn't know what kind of capacity we have in the battery. So the prediction here could be totally out of whack, and we could stop at any point of time now with no juice. I just realized that what I'm actually doing here. Not the best, but it's a beautiful sky. On power limit now here. Oh, puddles. We had rain. But still the acceleration is still incredible fast. In chill mode, it is still super fast. So 7% battery is red. And that's the battery status we are arriving with. I probably go to the UQ tomorrow morning again to charge the car. But I will charge it up tonight a little bit. I don't want to leave it on 7%, that's a little bit low. I am not a big fan of leaving a battery in this state. So I probably charge it up to at least 15% or so, and then do the rest at the UQ tomorrow. So we have now arrived with 27 kilometers left, which is 17 miles. Amazing, very good. Yeah, 7% as predicted. I still don't know, but I think this gray one down here, this is how I drove, and this is the one, the top one is how the computer calculates it. But then I realized I could easily make it, so I turned on the heating as well, because it's freaking cold, 17 degrees. And the auto steer, and it used more energy. That's why the gray line is now below the predicted line. That's how I read this one here. Anyway, we get this puppy charged to 15% or so tonight, and then we go to UQ tomorrow, and I'll take you with me. I have to talk to you. Okay, as always, thanks for watching, thanks for your support. This is Andy from Unplugged TV, Australia, in a Tesla Model 3. Signing off, you stay charged, and we'll see us tomorrow morning again for a nice drive to the UQ. Okay, see you then. Bye bye. 11, that was when I left the customer, I think. Yeah, it was. So yeah, 30 kilometers since I left the customer, and 114 watt hours per kilometers. That is insanely low. That was only highway driving. That is insane. How good is that? Oh, I just put the car in park and I get this warning. Battery very low. Vehicle consumes battery power while idle. Charge now to ensure vehicle will start and avoid potential battery damage. We recommend charging now. Woo! Alright.